Established in 1793, we've been supplying hotels, restaurants and schools in and around the Oxford area for nearly 225 years. Traditional butchery methods have remained the same, but everything else has changed dramatically, and the focus now is on quality control, traceability and, more importantly, provenance.
We've been supplying Aldens Butchers with our Black Welsh Mountain lamb for the last 3 to 4 years. We have this breed because we farm on a very low-lying area and our sheep cope very well with the wet conditions. They also produce very flavoursome and tender meat. The lambs come to Aldens usually between 6 and 12 months old. So they're quite slow maturing and slightly smaller than most of the commercial breeds, but they are entirely pasture-fed on the natural grassland in this area.
On the farm here we've got 3 breeds of cattle, Aberdeen Angus and Herefords, which are native breeds, and Limousins, which are the continentals. They're all born on the farm here, as were their mothers and grandmothers. We aim to have them ready for market in about 2.5 years. They are fed pretty much entirely on grass. They're grazing in the summer out in the fields for 8 months. They are indoors eating again grass silage for 4 months in the winter, and a little bit of barley, which is also grown on the farm. We like to believe that with the confirmation we get from these traditional breeds and a traditional method of feeding, we're producing the best possible carcass, best flavour, best all-round animal.
I've just done the batch coding, which starts our traceability process. Now I'm doing a temperature check, which we do with all of our products.
Michael is currently loading some British beef into the box fridge. There are a number of fridges around the building. There's the poultry fridge and also the carcass fridge. So this is the work in progress fridge, which means there's meat and product in here, which has been butchered, but not quite ready for the customer specification. This, for example, is a beautiful UK fillet, and we're going to butcher it just to make sure it's absolutely right for the customer.
As with most steaks, they're all portion controlled. This is a whole ribeye. We're going to cut it into 7 to 8 ounce portions, which the scales will bleep if it's right. And then we just peach paper all the steaks as we go along. And then we go and cut some more across again then into 8 ounces.
Good morning, Aldens. Hi Dave, how you doing? Yep, all ready to take your order, no problem at all. This is the sales office. We're here every day from 6 till 4, so customers can phone their orders through during that time, or we do have an answer machine service after that. Alternatively, they can always fax or email, and we do integrate with all purchasing systems, so it can be done completely electronically. However, we do really like to speak to people, because apart from anything else, that way we can make sure that we're getting the specifications absolutely correct through our system, which records their orders, and then they can be sent through to production ready for the next part of the process.
So the specs are already set from the customers in the office, so they come into us, and as you can see from 3 different pieces of meat, but all the same cut of meat. Here's the one of them. That's a traditional rack of lamb, what you'd get in a supermarket, in a restaurant, but you can take it further. That's a rack of lamb cut into cutlets. And then you can also have a very unusual spec from another customer, where it's completely boned out, and just leave that little layer of fat on there, but still the same cut of meat, just a different method of cutting it for them.
This is the scale where we check the products for integrity, we check the customer specification, and we also enter the batch codes, which are then stored in the system. After we have put it through the scale, we will then put the products through the metal detector to check for contaminants.
So the vehicles are just leaving. We try and get the vehicles away between 4 and 6 a.m. to make sure that we hit the customer's delivery window. Then the driver goes to the client and hopefully have repeat orders.
Chef, good morning, how are you?